and the Health Foundation for a big
hairball.
Yeah.
In the house.
You got the shirt?
I do. We are rocking it. We got our hairball, and there will be selling merch there. But tomorrow night, doors open at 6. Show starts at 7 o'clock. You can still get your tickets. Stop by Ticketstorm.com. Embers downtown. If you stop at the Health Foundation before noon today, but afternoon we are going to be up at the Kiplinger Arena putting it all together and getting everything going. So
doing the work.
And then midnight tonight, it switches over to a $40 ticket. So get your tickets now.
All right. So let's do this real quick here. Danette, you haven't been here for a while. What's been going on in your world?
Work. Trying to get ready for the concert, I guess.
Yeah.
And I've got a grandbaby coming along here soon.
Oh, you do?
As long as it's not this weekend, we're great.
Yeah. Is this first grandbaby?
This is the first grandbaby.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
It's not due till November 2nd, so we're holding out for a while.
Should be very good. All right. And Troy, welcome. I know these ladies do a lot of the work, but you're ready to roll and ready for a good night of great entertainment also, right?
Yeah. They do all the work. I don't really do any of it.
He's cheerleading.
Yeah, that's it. I think I'm supposed to go on stage and say something, but no, it's exciting. We didn't expect the response that we've gotten for bringing in Hairball, and we've learned that there's a lot of our friends we didn't know are closet Hairball fanatics. It's amazing.
Let me just put it this way: everybody over 25 is a rocker, just at some form or another, right?
Yeah.
So. Tell us about Hairball for those that don't know.
Sure.
Jessica.
So Hairball is kind of a tribute band. What they say is they're a bombastic celebration of arena rock. So they're going back and taking all of those huge rock and roll songs that we know and love. Let me see. Thunderstruck, Bohemian Rhapsody, another one, Bites the Dust, Crazy Train. Gosh, I'm looking through here. Any Way You Want It by Journey. Night Train, It's So Easy, Mr. Brownstone, Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy. I mean, just these are some of the examples. Oh my gosh, Jeanette just told me, so we've got more tickets sold, so we're excited to hear that as well.
Good.
But these people, this band comes out, I mean, dressed up as the artist. I mean, they truly are mimicking them, and they have it down to an art. So, I mean, if you're in it for the full face paint and leather and high heel platforms, and whomever and however they want to play it out, just incredible. And anybody who has seen them is just like, they love it, you know. It's just like one person was telling me the other day, she was just like, oh my gosh, I remember when Ozzy Osbourne came out on stage, and he walks out and he takes his fingers and he's kind of hunched over and like pulls his hair back. It's just like, it was so Ozzy Osbourne. I'm like, oh my gosh. But just the funnest and just great music. Looking forward to it. It's people get dressed up, wear your 80s attire, your punk rock, or rock and roll, however you want to do it. That's not unusual. And we're going to have, like I said, doors open at 6. So we've got CB Tacos, Fatty McGill's, and the Scoop Ice Cream there. Embers is going to do our beer garden. Mm-hmm. If you don't have your tickets and you buy them at the door, we will help you out with a credit card getting through the door. But once you get in the arena, it's all cash. So
which is backwards from Nebraska games now.
Yes.
Because Nebraska games are all okay. Whatever. Whatever.
Yep. So yeah, I think. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is we do have some bleachers in the arena, but for the most part, it's just a big open arena. A lot of people enjoy bringing their own chairs. It's like you know what chair is comfortable to you. Bring a chair in, set it up. If you're close to the stage, you are going to be where it's standing and dancing, and a lot of people having at it. But the Kiplinger Arena is huge, has a lot of area in it, and so it gives us a lot of space to kind of spread out and have a lot of fun in there. So grab your tickets and come on out.
Yeah, it's a great time. Hairball, it is more than a concert. It's a show in itself, and it really is entertaining. And so if you haven't got any plans for Saturday, this is your plans. You'll want to see it.
I'm so excited.
The energy that I've seen on some of their videos is just amazing. And I know, I started following their Facebook page, of course, and there's been a few of them had birthdays this last few weeks.
Okay.
One yesterday even, and it shows him up in the air, legs right out straight in front of him, spread out. I'm just like, holy cow. I don't know what their ages are, but.
That's going to be fun. So, Troy, if you would tell us, this obviously is a fundraising event, and what does this do for the foundation?
We always think of it as two things. It does raise money, and this year it's probably going to, knowing Jessica, raise more money than in the past, because she tends to, between Danette and her, figure out how to always improve from year to year. But then it also gives us a chance to showcase some things about the hospital. If it gives the community more awareness that we do have a foundation and what it's all about and why we have a foundation, then that's a big win for us. We do typically show a video that talks about the hospital and some of the things we're trying to do. So it's both those things. But I guess really one of the ways we really think of it is it gives the community one more reason to live in McCook and to stay in McCook, and another reason for people to move to McCook, because we do have things going on that are pretty darn cool. This along with plenty of others, but I think the foundation does their part of trying to make this community a great place.
Anything exciting on the horizon as far as maybe things this fundraiser might help support?
That's what we always try to provide almost $80,000 for equipment purchases. We try to give $80,000 to support home health, hospice, palliative care services. I mean, whatever we can do to help. Nursing homes are closing. I mean, we've lost several in our area within the last 3 or 4 years, and that service is incredibly important. So we're always trying to raise money to continue to supplement and provide those services. Our cancer care services, we're continuing to expand those activities and bringing in some brand new state-of-the-art cancer care equipment, and I'm excited to share more information on that pretty soon. But here immediately, I think in the next couple, I mean, we're in the final planning stages, but we've got a pretty large building project coming up, and so I'm excited to have the hospital release more information on that as it comes out.
All right. So concert tomorrow. Get your tickets. It's cheaper today than tomorrow.
Yes.
How do you get those tickets?
Yes. Ticketstorm.com. Feel free, go online, order them up. We have had a couple of people call the office saying that they didn't get their tickets. Just double check, make sure it's not in your trash box or spam. You know, they tend to get kind of cleaned out. But if you don't get your tickets, just give us a holler at the foundation. We can get you plugged in. So not a problem there. And then Embers downtown. And then, like I said, come by and see us this morning. We'll get you set up at the Health Foundation.
Very good. All right. The Concert for Healthcare tomorrow here in McCook. Colin, also in from Southwest Public Power District. And, well, we love to talk to Colin. He's a funny guy anyway, but I got to tell you, we've kind of had a rash of some things going on that maybe just a little bit of harvest safety might be in order. So, Colin, what's been going on?
Yeah, Jesse, I appreciate you making room for me on the Coffee Club again, but thought it was a good opportunity to come back in and talk about safety. Since the end of September through the very early part of October, we had, through a course of 9 days, we had 6 customer contacts with the power line or the pole itself.
So that means machinery or whatever
we had
coming in contact. And
we had a tree cut down. We had tractor. We had disking, drilling for wheat, picking corn. You name it. There's just a lot of stuff out there, and it was just a rush. It seemed like every night we'd go home from the office, and right away there'd be a call to send the guys that were on call back out to handle a situation. So,
and some of those more serious than others too, right?
Very much. In one particular case, there was an operator that had to stay in the machine until we got on site to de-energize it, because we didn't know, and he didn't know if the lines were still energized on top of his equipment. So it's a dangerous situation, and I'm just here to make a plea to the public to, be observant about where you're at. Specifically with farm operations, try to have a designated entry point, so you're not leaving the field from a place that you're maybe not used to, and that that the clearance is there. The machinery's getting bigger and longer and just more complicated. So, and if you do see something in your field that you're concerned about with the clearance issue, just give us a call. We come out there, we'll raise it up, we'll do what we got to do to make it more safe for you. The wrong time to do it is when it gets knocked down. So, yeah.
Just a reminder, folks, too, that, depending on the temperature of the day, those lines can be different heights, too.
That's right. Yeah, there's definitely weather impacts and sag that can occur at different times of the year, different times of the day. Just be aware of where you're at. That's really the key.
All right. Well, 'tis harvest season. Please be safe. Look up, look around. Have a spotter. Those things. One of the other big things we talked about last time was, having a farm safety meeting. That's an actual thing.
Yes. So at Southwest, every Monday and every time the guys go out to work on a job, they have what they call a tailgate, and that's highly recommended to do on your operation. If you've got hired hands that are new or not familiar with it, it's a good idea to have that discussion ahead of time. This is what we're going to do today. This is where we're going in, and this is, just have all that information ahead of time. Make a plan and try to stick with it.
Be safe this harvest 2024. Thanks, Colin. First topic for Coffee Club this morning. Haley, we already have a bunch of people that have participated in our weekend poll, right? How about that?
Yeah, we do. Our weekend poll this week is, what food traumatized you as a kid?
All right. Josh, you got any of the answers from the Facebook?
Yeah, we have a lot of... See, this meatloaf, that kills me because meatloaf is phenomenal.
I love meatloaf.
Somebody said
So
oysters.
sad. I like oysters.
Pizza ranch and purple ketchup.
What's wrong with Pizza Ranch?
Nah,
They should call it Chicken Ranch. I like the chicken from...
I think it's probably what it is the chicken's better. Liver and onions, goulash.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Does anybody like liver and onions? Anybody?
I know a few, but they're all, again, they're
It's
all...
one of those things that looked good until I tried it, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
I can't even smell it.
I love the onions. To be honest, liver and onions would be okay if you just, cook it with the liver, but then, give me a steak with it instead.
No.
A little bit of the flavor, maybe.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that iron onions.
All right, Troy, you want to start? What food traumatized you as a kid?
Well, I hate to start because I'm going to steal Jessica's. And so I'll let her start, and then I'll add on to that one.
We were talking about this earlier. I was like, dibs.
What is it?
The canned cooked spinach. Out of the can.
Oh, what's wrong with
the
that?
cooked spinach. And that's just, I remember my dad saying, it's just like, it's Popeye. And he'd sing the song while he was doing it. And it's just like, everybody needs to eat their spinach. It's like, oh, it smelled horrible. It stunk up the house. The texture was all wrong. The whole thing. Just no.
Put enough butter on it, it's fine.
See, we
Is
didn't
that what you
butter.
gotta do?
It's right
Yeah.
out of the
Is
can.
it kind of like venison? As long as you dump enough cans of soup on top of it,
Whoa.
Do you guys like...
I could cook you some good deer.
you probably could.
Do you like fresh spinach?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, in a salad, awesome. But who ever came up with the idea to cook said leaf? I don't.
Well, and even fresh spinach that you've cooked down and then you've put in like a cheese sauce or something, So it's like, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I
But,
think I have had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife, she makes eggs a lot, and she'll put like a spinach and herb on the eggs. Yeah, they're flakes, so they've been dry.
Yeah, I can hang with that.
Right? Okay.
But slap a spoonful of cooked leaves on my plate that you can smell from a county away. I'm just not sure who thought that was a good idea.
Danette, how about you? What food traumatized you as a kid?
Well, it wasn't so much that I didn't like it. It was more that every time my dad would say, let's have grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly, that I would cringe because I had to make all those sandwiches.
Oh.
We only had a family of 5, but that meant at least 10 sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I had
Grilled
to be
cheese
half
with
and
jelly.
half.
That doesn't sound good
Grilled
anyway.
cheese was fine, but the peanut butter and jelly, you had to do one side of peanut butter, the jelly, then coat the outside with the butter. It just took forever.
Colin, what food traumatized you as a kid?
I thought about this, and there are a lot of foods that, I think your palate changes when you get older, and, the Brussels sprouts and mustard and sauerkraut and all that stuff I didn't like, but I like now. There's only one that still I can't do, and that's the liver and onions. I had that at a restaurant, and since that day when I was probably 5 years old. Nope, I won't go near it.
Yep.
Josh?
So like my big one, I don't like peas, cooked peas, and I can eat like that pea salad that is like a frozen peas or fresh peas. I can do that, but anything cooked peas, that mushy mess, can't do. And then growing up, salmon soup. My grandma invited my brother and I for salmon soup one day.
Doesn't sound good at all.
And it was canned salmon, so cat food.
Ew.
Just
Right?
just terrible.
Canned salmon, period.
I mean, not even saltine crackers could help that.
Child Protective Services want to talk to your grandma. She's passed, so she's safe.
But she only lived a block away from Pizza Hut and McDonald's, so
make a swing over. Haley, what food traumatized you as a kid?
For me, it was probably sauerkraut, or I've never been a big fan of like cheesy green beans or like cheesy broccoli.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
do you eat sauerkraut now though?
No.
No.
For me, it was Miracle Whip. Mayonnaise I could kind of do. Miracle Whip just, even to this day, it's rough for me. But Grandma, we'd go out and we were working on the farm, so yeah.
Bologna sandwiches.
It was bologna and Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
And it was one slice of bologna. And so it was like,
Double the
it was basically, the bologna was almost like a topping. Not I mean, because there was so much of this Miracle Whip in there. And it was slosh around in there, and it's just, that was horrible.
So what about like with recipes then? Miracle Whipping some.
No.
His mom will like when you make deviled eggs.
Yes.
She'll do ranch for him instead of.
She switches it out for ranch for me. And
See, I was going to ask on that because that's kind of an ingredient in deviled eggs that's you can tell if it's real mayonnaise or not.
some mayonnaise I could do. The Hellman's is not bad if it's not thick, but Miracle Whip, that's the one that just got me. So
Now the sauerkraut, I was on board until I had Rocket Pizza back here, and I tried sauerkraut on the Rocket Pizza, and that's what converted me. I was
then
like,
you liked
okay,
it, right?
I'm good.
Yeah. Our next topic for Coffee Club this morning. This should be a pretty fun one. I think we'll do really good with this. But the topic is, what horror film can you make less scary by just changing one word of the title? The example I gave everybody was Texas Chainsaw Manicure. So what's another one? Who's got an answer for it?
I just go with Friday the 12th.
I was going to say Monday the 13th, but I'm like, that's more scary, so never mind. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
I had Combines of the Corn
Combines of the Corn.
instead of Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Silence of the Clams that was my
Yes.
husband's.
Yeah.
And then that is followed by Pickleball Lecture.
Oh, nice.
Did you have
Nice.
one, Jessica?
I did. Mine was Nightmare on Elm Street, changed to Daydream on Elm Street.
See, I was close on that. Mine was Nightmare on Elmo Street.
Elmo.
Elmo Street. Yeah.
I don't know if you're. that might have been.
Can you do the Elmo voice? You can do the Elmo voice, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Colin, did you have one?
Yeah, I looked into this too, and there's a lot of them that just have one-word titles.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
So I took a little different approach, and I made one more scary, believe it or not. So I took out Carrie and I added Lisa. So that made things more scary.
For those that don't know, what's your wife's name?
Lisa.
I throw that out there. That's scary. It's a lot of guts, man. A lot of guts right there. Haley, did you have one?
Yeah, mine was Friday the 12th.
Friday the 12th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine was the Sun Shining
Oh,
instead of the Shining.
The Shining, the Sun Shining. That's good. Fun little topic for Coffee Club. Next one. What's something that's expensive but 100% worth it? Haley, what do you got?
My child.
Aww.
But he's 100% worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's expensive?
Yeah.
You didn't realize how much,
It's a
did
good.
you?
It's a good thing I didn't have a girl because
expensiver.
I'm sure that's probably even worse.
Well, when you trip over 19 fire trucks just getting into the house, I don't know if that's the kid problem.
We had our grandson last night at the house, staying at the house, and so we went downstairs, and it's kind of a weird deal, but the light's over in the corner, and you have to kind of walk through the dark to get to it. My wife had her little dumbbell weight lift, workout deals sitting there, and I stubbed a toe on one and stood on the other. And while I was carrying the grandson, neither of us went to the ground, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
Downright uncomfortable. Okay, so what is something that's expensive but 100% worth it?
That's what I was going to say, my kid too. But on a different note, I could say barbecue, because that's real expensive. Mm-hmm. But in my heart, it's worth it.
I could say my husband too. He's really expensive.
Yeah, that's
As a
my
whole,
gosh, double. Yeah.
I think all husbands are kind of expensive.
Well, let's look at the difference, though.
Because
The women buy necessity things, guys buy toys. I mean, I'll call them toys, but they're probably toys.
Unnecessary things.
I think in my new age of era, like you guys know, because I snapped you it, but like I'm really a big promoter of Duluth underwear.
Oh yeah.
And they had this huge Duluth sale, and so I stockpiled up, and you could get the bullpen. What's the cooling ones called?
Armachillos. That was my answer for this, by the way.
Okay. Darcy's just like, why can't you just buy like a $5 pack? And I'm just like, I'm in my 30s now. I need that to have comfort.
Yeah.
And they last forever.
Yeah, and I literally just spent $60 on 3 pair of underwear.
Yeah.
But they last.
And
They do.
So for me, it's Duluth.
Quality.
Duluth everything.
yeah, so that's what I was going to go with, the comfort of Duluth.
Yeah.
That's mine.
The question here is, what's something that's expensive but 100% worth it, Colin?
This would be a good opportunity for me to make up some points and say my wedding.
Yeah.
Right? But the first thing that came to mind for me, actually staying on the topic of food, was the ingredients. When you go through and you're putting a recipe together, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I think the higher quality ingredients make a difference in whatever you're making.
Well, yeah,
Don't get the generic stuff.
When you're doing it yourself, it's more expensive because you're adding in, but you can go and buy the boxed version of the same thing that you're trying to make, and it's like $5.
But it's not as good.
It's not as good.
Right.
It's not as good by far.
Jessica.
2 of them. First one is vacations. I mean, the memories that you make on those vacations, I think, are definitely worth it. And it seems like the more you spend, the bigger, funner, whatever you're doing, whatever. The second one is a good horse. It's worth the money. Don't cheap out. Don't get the cheap one.
Okay, show
Buy
my
the good
ignorance
horse.
here, but what?
Don't buy a Timu horse.
It's this big.
My pony.
What should one expect to pay for a good horse?
I would, if you're looking at anything under 10,000, it's not. Don't look at it.
So I don't have horses.
I don't have horses.
But for us and for a lot of people out there, I know they're a tool of the trade, you know.
Yeah, right.
And what we found is the more expensive horse you buy, the more skills. And quite honestly, we can't afford downtime, you know, getting bucked off or getting hurt or anything else in the situation. So spend the money. Buy the horse, especially if you got kids. Spend the money.
Get the horse.
Get them the good horse.
And like, if you've ever been in a situation where you have, you know, like a foot of snow, but you got calves on the ground down in the canyon, there's really only one option to get there, and that is either by horse or hoof it yourself.
Or
Yep.
your booty.
And
Yeah.
because I mean, the gators and
There's no gators.
the gators and the Hondas are nice, but they
They
don't-
can't get everywhere.
Yeah, they can't climb mountains.
You were talking about the side by sides, weren't you?
Yeah.
I heard gator and I thought, look, this is not Louisiana.
I mean, I've been sitting there eyeing deer and had deer in my scope and gone, you know, to have to get down in that canyon to go get that deer. Ain't no way.
Fine.
Danette,
I'm going with massages
yes.
and facials. I have recently discovered facials. Those
Yeah.
are amazing. They're also not just the cost of them expensive, but finding the time to do them.
Yes.
Well,
expensive.
my biggest problem is finding their time because when I always want to call like, hey, you got anything this afternoon? And they're like, I can squeeze you in next month. How about
Yes.
that? You know,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's for real.
they're popular and in demand. Troy, something expensive but 100% worth it.
Yeah, I guess going off of that vacation thing, I was extremely dreading a plane flight that was like 6 hours long to go have a lot of fun in Hawaii, but I was like dreading even getting on the plane. And so we spent the extra money to go first class, and it actually became more a part of the vacation than the miserable mess of cramming into one of those other seats. So it costs a lot more money, but if you're traveling long distances, it's definitely gonna.
If it's 1 hour,
Be worth it.
I'm fine. If it's an hour flight, yeah, whatever.
That's what That's what I've heard. I've never traveled first class because like when I was flying, it was when I was younger. But like now, that intrigues me because I've had a lot of people say like, if you're gonna do it, fly first class. It'll change your life. You'll never fly anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah.
And then one other thing, Crown's a little expensive, but it's usually worth it.
Yes.
too.
Crown. Oh,
Good whiskey. Good alcohol.
yeah. Good bourbon goes along with.
I was thinking a bad tooth that I got right now. Yeah, that's like, you know, if I could,
That too.
the crown.
Good dental
Does
work.
that too.
Yeah, my whiskey shelf at home.
Yeah.
That is true. My bourbon shelf is pretty expensive,
Yeah.
but it's worth it because like you can sit down and you like the bourbons that I have, you can put over ice and you're just fine. Mm-hmm. You don't have to add anything.
Don't have to
it.
mix them. Yeah. Got it. Next topic for Coffee Club. Danette, you go first on this one, all right? What is the worst household chore?
It was kind of a toss-up between dusting and cleaning the toilets.
So if you had to pick one, which one is it?
Probably the toilets.
Probably the toilet. Troy, how about you?
I think trying to keep the grout clean in a tile shower, it's an endless thing almost.
Jessica?
Shower all day long. I hate cleaning the showers. I'm like, I would do anything to not have to clean showers.
Colin?
For our house, it's the microwave because we always wait until it gets really bad to actually do
Get it
anything
kicked
with
on.
it. Yeah, so it's a competition to see who will win first.
That's not one of those you can't pretend you just didn't see it, you know, like the dog.
Who gets
Josh?
theirs out first?
The HDL, the honey-do list.
The whole list?
Man, that thing is just piling up.
You do those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every 6 months.
I need to talk to your wife.
We get 6 months to do them.
6 months.
The wife and I, we expanded on my list the other day.
Oh, the bathroom downstairs?
That's on the list. It is.
You better
Yeah.
get that started.
I know. It's right here in my Google Keep.
It's not right next to moving the light switch closer.
Yeah. There it is. There's the list. I mean, it is an actual list.
Do you guys did she share her Google list with you, or
Well, yeah, we have this shared back and forth, so we can add things back and forth, and she can see if I actually got it done.
so? How many things did you add?
None.
I'm due for like an appointment physical thing, so I put that on there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're due for a pot roast or something.
Okay, I'm just going to add that on there, see if she's paying attention.
That'd be my honey-do list. Darcy's really good at making chicken enchiladas, and she only makes them like once every 3 years, and we're getting to that close of time.
Oops, it says refresh required. Pretty sure this list just got longer.
You know, Josh, I still don't think I ever got your enchiladas.
No, probably not. No.
All right, who's up?
We'll have to do that lunch date.
Worst household chore. Colin, did you do yours? Okay, Josh, and then Haley.
For me, it's dishes. I absolutely hate
Yeah,
doing
dishwasher.
the dishes. I know, but I hate. Okay.
Just think about how my dishwasher
unloading the
feels.
dishwasher. I hate unloading the dishwasher.
I don't mind. I really don't mind doing the dishes. I don't mind drying the dishes. I have a real phobia that I put the dish in the wrong place, putting them away
Yeah.
because I don't know where they go.
Well, if you're Kyle, you just leave them out on the counter,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then you hope your wife comes along and puts them away.
If I was a single guy, God forbid, never be a thing. But I would have one. It's not a dish.
set?
It's not a bowl. It's a big. It's like a dish with higher rim on the end. That would be the only thing that I would ever use.
And one fork.
One fork, one spoon, one knife. That'd be a
Means
big
you
knife.
have to clean it every time.
That's
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
he could do that.
I could do
He's
that.
got the mindset of that.
Yeah. So,
I would want to have, like, if it was a dream, to have the 3 sink. You know, you have your soap, your cleanser, your wash,
okay.
with the big industrial cannon nozzle, and then
Nice.
with that commercial
At your house, in
Oh,
your
yeah.
kitchen.
I would love that. I would do dishes then.
Really?
Darcy's like, call someone. Let's get our kitchen redone right now.
I mean, have you seen those industrial things?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just-
Yeah, with the temperature that
Oh,
will,
yeah.
remove skin.
oh yeah, I'm
Eventually
down for
becomes
that.
A water fight with Cordell.
Yeah, well, we do that anyways.
We got 2 topics left, I guess. Haley was excited about this. What do you play run out roulette with in your life? What what do you almost run out of and you cut it really close?
A lot of times we've cut it pretty close on diapers.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's something you probably shouldn't. But we've made it. It's okay.
By show of hands in
Nothing
the
like
room.
a T-shirt to,
Yeah.
Did anybody ever do the cloth diapers? My wife did for a while.
Did, but no.
Yeah,
No.
I was in cloth diapers,
My mom did.
Were you?
Yeah, my mom did.
and I seen cloth diapers used once, and I went,
No.
no.
I mean, just make sure you have a lot of clothes to change your kid out of because it goes right through.
That's what's expensive, but 100% worth it.
Yeah.
Diapers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and
Very good.
as a recent Rascal and Friends, those things were king. They could hold a 5-hour car trip right there.
Not recommended.
We do Sam's Club during the day, and then we do Huggies nighttime at night.
When it says 3 to 5 pounds on the side, they mean it. No. Josh, what do you play run out roulette with?
I think mainly like paper towels for some reason. Paper towels always seems like you walk out and then you're like going to go grab a paper towel. It's empty. Go to the catch-all and there's none there.
Colin?
I'm going to take another shot at Lisa here, but it's going to be Advil. I can't be without Advil for her. So if I'm out, I'll go get some more.
You need to make sure.
I need to make
So you
sure
have the
we're
bottle and the backup bottle
There's like 2 or 3 around the house for easy access.
just in
Stash
case.
the car stash.
Yeah. Jessica?
Dog food. And my dogs get regularly fed, so don't send
Right.
any hate mail or anything. I was just like, it just seems like, it was like we go from like having 2 bags of dog food to like we have a half a can to, feed 3 dogs, and we're like
Yeah.
grilling hamburgers to finish the deal, Just
They
like-
can't wait for that day.
Or
Yeah,
you're
they
making
love it.
the special trip back into town just to pick up dog food. So yeah, dog foods are
Danette, how about you?
I don't get to the point where the light comes on, but I hate going to the gas
Oh.
station.
nice.
I think that's,
hate filling up a car.
well, you just need to get me with you because it seems like every time I get in a vehicle of ours, it's always the
Out of
lights
gas.
on.
That's
I got to
the
fill it
problem
up.
with driving your own vehicles anymore. It's just like, darn it, it's mine and I have to fill it.
Darcy will get here on lunch. She'll be like, hey, before you head back to work after dropping me off, we need gas. I'm like, always.
Sure.
I just can't do it. It gets a half a tank, and I'm like, I got to fill it up.
Yeah, you're that person,
I
aren't you?
am.
We died in Cambridge the other day. We passed the gas station to go drop a check off at the hairdresser and ran out of gas.
Whose fault was that?
That was Darcy's.
Okay.
Because I was like, hey, we could just pull in there and get gas. No, we'll be fine. We'll make it. Well, guess what?
So who had to walk?
Her and Cordell. Cordell thought it was a great time.
Oh,
He was telling everybody at daycare, I went walking, I got gas, we put gas in mommy's car. And Vargas's, they had a beer, so I stole a beer from them.
Yeah.
So I had a good time in the end too. But
Perfect for you. Yeah. Troy, what do you play Run Out Roulette with? What is it?
Well, I was going to mention gas too. It's interesting when it says 50 miles to empty, and it's like, well, that's like 10 trips to work and back.
Lot.
And so
Funny.
you get in that mindset around here. I mean, for those of us that live in or close to town, and then next thing you know, you're at like 7 miles. It's like, maybe I should get gas before I actually go home so I can make it back tomorrow morning. But
Who's been a single digiter before?
Once, yeah.
You've hit negative. I've had to push you.
One time.
But then, like, Kleenex is so. My office is in the basement, and I'm pretty much the only one that usually is down there. And I'll have like a box of Kleenexes, but I don't ever remember to replace them when they're out. So I'm like reusing them, a lot, so that I don't run out.
Do you buy the good stuff?
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. My wife buys them. I think they're.
We get the sandpaper.
Oh yeah, they're not. They're
the right
Not
choice.
hospital grade.
Yeah. Grab 2 or 3.
No, that's what we get.
Put a paper towel on the backside so you don't blow through. Yeah.
I think they even call our soup something like soft something, and there's nothing soft about them.
Yeah. Last topic for Coffee Club is you're never too old for blank. And finish the phrase. What is you're never too old for what? Colin, you want to start us off here?
For being humbled. The older I get, the more I figure out there's more that I don't know. So whether that's at work or at home, wherever, it's.
Well, I think you're going to learn some lessons today.
Can I stick around here?
Can I stay?
We used to have a couch in here that's pretty comfy. Now we got these chairs are good, but
The couch is in my studio now.
Oh, that's right. Josh, you want to go? You're never too old to what?
For shenanigans.
For shenanigans.
Man, I love
Talking about shenanigans?
Oh yeah, I love doing some, just off the wall stuff. Just some. If he called me right now and said, "Hey, let's just drive 3 hours until we're just done," well, all right, let's go.
Haley, you're never too old to.
I'm just gonna say have fun. Live life.
Yeah, she's
Do
my
what you wanna do.
shenanigans.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, you're never too old to
eat cotton candy.
Yes.
You're way too old for cotton. Somebody's got to feed it to me.
That's right. I was like, you don't even have to chew it. You
don't have to
know,
have
you
teeth,
just
so
know.
yeah.
Have you ever seen the video of somebody giving cotton candy to a raccoon?
No.
Yeah,
So
and
the thing about raccoons is they wash their food before they eat it. So somebody gave some cotton candy to a raccoon who was by a stream, and guess what? It disappeared. It's so sad.
sad.
It really is.
That's what. So I have a phobia with cotton, and so like even some cotton candies I can't even eat. I can't touch it. And so we were in Dundee County this last go around, and people were looking at us weird because I was on the mic talking about Dundee County Fair, and Seth was feeding me cotton candy because I couldn't touch it.
Well, you know about the fibers being pulled apart when you pull apart cotton. So it's I can chew on silverware, no problem. Scratch the fingernails on the blackboard, but cotton, I'm the same way. It's weird.
We stopped when somebody wanted to get him a grass skirt and feed me grapes. That
was enough.
That's what we called it good.
Danette, you're never too old to.
Well, I had this discussion with my 24-year-old daughter last weekend. Go to a pumpkin patch.
Oh yeah.
She's like,
where'd you go?
Actually, we went to Grassroots down by Atwood.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Do we have any of those
It was
passes
their
left?
very first
Hey, you wanna go
weekend
again?
and day, and it was cool. They've done a really nice job down there.
We got some passes. Somebody want to go down there? Would you endorse it's good?
I do, totally. It was great.
There we go.
Do they
All
have
right.
cannons where you can shoot the gourds
They
or
do
whatever?
not.
Oh,
but they,
my gosh.
and my daughter even remarked that they've got something for every age group,
Yeah.
and drinks, and food, all kinds of fun stuff.
If you want to have not a pumpkin patch, but if you want to have fun, Knee Knocker Woods.
Over in Grand Island?
Yeah, it is. No,
Or Gibbon, I guess.
By Gibbon,
It is a haunted house, but it's scary. I did piddle a little, but I had Duluth on, so we're fine. But they used to have a zombie shoot where you could shoot paintballs at people running in a field. Oh, it was the best.
Out of a bus.
Out of a bus. Oh,
That's cool. Yeah. If somebody wants to go down to the Pumpkin Patch in Atwood, call Haley right now, 345-5598. We got a pass to get you in, okay?
Great time.
All right. Troy, you're never too old to what?
Well, after last week, I can tell you, you're never too old to do go-kart racing. And, you know, it's kind of cool because you feel like a kid, and then therefore you don't feel bad about wiping out a bunch of kids. And
you signed the waiver.
Yeah.
It was when you started throwing the turtle shells when people got mad.
Just clipped a few kids around the curve, just get them out of my way. And it's kind of sad because then they're stuck for like half the ride. Yeah, that was fun. Until
Take
you get
out
the
a
slow
little
part.
aggression there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably did.
A little stress reliever.
My answer to it, you're never too old to answer a fake phone from a 3-year-old. Right?
Yes.
Never too old for that. I think we're ready for the games. We got a couple of fun ones today. First, which is true? Troy, I'm going to put you on the spot first, okay? Okay, goldfish remember better in cold water, or thousands of years ago, sea salt was more valuable than gold. Which one was it? Which one is true?
I'm going to go with, what was the goldfish or what?
Goldfish remember better in cold water, or thousands of years ago, sea salt was more valuable than gold.
I just don't know that you could possibly figure out if they remember better, so I'm going to go with the sea salt.
Who agrees with him?
I agree.
I'm going to go the goldfish.
Okay.
Because at least in cold water, it's still alive. You put it in hot water, it's probably dead.
Just trying to figure out what they would remember.
It's last thought.
Well, the goldfish one is the true one. I don't know how or why or how they figured it out.
I don't know. Have you seen those? Well, they're not goldfish, but the Chinese fish at the zoo. For a quarter, you can get a handful of those beads, and they just wait right there like they know food's coming.
Yeah. Well, I just found out yesterday that scientists now know, based on the wrinkles, whether or not an elephant is right-trunked or left-trunked.
Oh. All right.
So you think that was funded by some government research?
Yeah,
100%.
that's our tax
The
dollars at
goldfish
work.
had to have been.
You know, I have this thing that we pay for called Complete Sheet, and every once in a while it says a study was done, and it is the most god-awful studies that you'd ever think of, and then you just sit there and you're like, well, this is at a university, so it was probably government funded. And you're just like, the dumbest.
Yeah.
The dumbest of
And they
dumbs.
probably got paid big.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants the other which is true? Who wants to go first?
Sure.
Okay, Jessica. Hitler's favorite movie was King Kong, or wicker furniture was invented by Clarence Wicker, who also invented the tuba.
Oh, we're going to go with the wicker.
Okay, who agrees with her?
I'll do the Hitler.
Well, yeah. Oh, you're doing the wicker?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's true.
Which one?
I didn't even hear the first one.
Okay. Hitler's favorite movie was King Kong, or wicker furniture
Oh, good Lord.
invented by
right?
Clarence
We'll
Wicker.
go with Wicker.
Wicker.
Okay. Clarence Wicker, who also invented the tuba, by the way. So there was a hint in there.
Yep.
Who actually invented the tuba?
Well, only you would know.
Yeah.
What?
Right?
What do you mean
That's a
only I would
huge-
know?
You were the band nerd.
What?
Mr. Tube?
Yep.
John Philip Sousa.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yes, the King Kong was
Did you know that?
the good one.
No.
I didn't know that.
Colin, did you know that?
It was on the tip of my tongue.
I can see that.
Were you a band
was
guy?
right
Did you
there.
play anything in band?
Drums. Yeah.
See, drums, band,
Fruit. Flute.
the fruit. I played the fruit and an occasional vegetable. Yeah,
Clarinet.
yeah. Troy, were you in a band?
No.
No.
I got stuck with the triangle. That's how good I was.
And they took his stick
you
away.
rock.
Hey, don't let me forget
did.
that when you get the birthdays, it happens to be my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
We won't.
Yeah, we're getting close there.
Okay.
The next game, espresso or coffee shop lingo is what it is. The game. I'm gonna fire off a coffee shop lingo. You tell me if it's a real term or a fake term. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Haley. No, I'm gonna save one for you. Jessica. Espresso, real or not? Real or fake?
Espresso?
Yeah.
Is it a real term?
Yeah.
Real.
Okay. Macchiato.
True.
Yes, it is. It's cappuccino made with steamed chocolate milk. Okay, Haley, the La Cucaracha. Real or fake?
No.
You think it's fake?
La cucaracha.
it's-
La cucaracha.
Not a coffee term.
I don't even remember what the last of it. That's gotta be real. I feel it.
I mean, it's real, but it's not a coffee term.
It's not a coffee term.
We can make it
These
up.
all have to be coffee.
They're all coffee terms.
Okay.
If you drink enough espresso, you might do the La cucaracha.
Yeah.
True.
Pimpolato. Is that real or fake? What do you think?
Could you spell said word?
I'm gonna say not.
I'm just gonna
real.
go with no since it's.
You couldn't even pronounce
Were
it.
there any vowels in that?
Not sure. Yeah, that was definitely fake. Colin, Ristetto.
I love hearing you try to pronounce it. Can we get the Google translation on this?
Real or fake?
Real. I think it's a yeah. I think it's real.
Ristretto.
Yeah, he's really trying to say pistachio.
It is real. It's even though I'm pronouncing it horribly, it's a concentrated espresso. I feel like I need to try that. Really do.
Sure.
And macchiato.
Oh yeah.
No, that's definitely real.
Yep. Means marked in Italian, some sort of fancy espresso drink. So there's your coffee shop lingo. Fun one here today. I think we are ready for.
I think you need to go to Jolton Joe's and order
Oh, what?
your Peccatorino or whatever it was.
La cucaracha.
Yeah, I need a La cucaracha.
Do it. I dare you. Sorry, Shonda. Birthdays, anniversaries. Troy apparently has got one we do not want to forget. So you want to start here today?
Yeah, our daughter Devin, I think, turns 32. She's our oldest. Thanks to my phone reminding me a second ago, I was able to get that pulled off.
All right. Anybody else got some birthdays?
I've got Wayne Rouse, who is originally from the area, and he is our talent entertainment gentleman who is coming up today to help us bring Hairball in. I'm so excited. And then Spencer Rice and Keogh Quigley's was yesterday.
Anybody else with birthdays?
I got one from yesterday, Gary Hankin.
Okay.
Okay. We had called in Willow Matson, turns 10 years on Sunday. And then Courtney Williams also has a birthday on Sunday. And then today I have one. My Uncle Ryan has a birthday. Tomorrow, my mom, Mandy, has a birthday. And then on Sunday, my sister Kyla has a birthday. And then Sunday is also Addison Knoll. And tomorrow is Anissa Morozic.
So, for those who don't know, you were born on Mother's Day, right?
Yes, the year I was born on Mother's Day.
And so your sister is born close to your mother's birthday.
Yeah, the day after.
And you guys really like your mom.
Yeah. No, I do. We do love her.
My
I was
list
planning, I'm sure.
includes Joseph McCarty, Lori Jumps, Mitch Lister's got a birthday, Todd Bauer, Bobby Gillen, Deb Goodenberger, and Dylan Freese has got a birthday here this weekend. Do you have any others, Josh?
Yeah, my cousin John's birthday is tomorrow. And then I got Blaine Johnson has a birthday tomorrow. And Sunday, I got Brooke Blaha, also Helen Reiners, and Tyrone Sellers, Brittany Tolman, and Shelby Hardy has a birthday.
My list from the weekend would include Amy Frederick, Helen Reiners, Aaron Assay, Taylor Greenfield, Marcy Cummins, Spencer, I cannot pronounce his last name, so I'm not even try. Allison Knoll, Paige Wilkinson, Courtney Williams, Bobby Borland.
That's probably the same Spencer Ice Camp.
Is he 35?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Happy
Chino
birthday.
thing.
Spencer T. Happy birthday to you. All right, so there we go. Well, that is the birthdays. About to wrap up Coffee Club on a Friday morning, the 11th of October, which means tomorrow, Saturday the 12th, we've been promoting Hairball for quite some time, and it's finally here.
Finally here. Absolutely. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Tickets, $30. Buy them at ticketstorm.com, Embers downtown, or stop off at the Health Foundation before noon today. Otherwise, at midnight tonight, tickets go up to $40. Excited to have them in. We've got Embers Beer Garden. We've got CB Tacos, Fatty McGill's, Scoop Ice Cream. And then I want to just thank real quick some sponsors. This isn't possible without them. So huge shout out to Lewis Motorsports, MNB Bank, MNB Insurance, Sampson Construction, Strategic Design, Acres Equipment, First Central Bank, Go Light, McCook Clinic, NA Timmerman, Pinnacle Bank, RES Inc., Ravenswood Electric, USAY Pharmacy Medical Supply, Wagner Auto Group, and the list just continues from there. Huge community support.
Now, one of the things that happens is the community support helps with the sponsorship take care of a lot of the expenses, which then lets the tickets be the fundraising part.
That is correct. So yes, they're taking care of all of they are helping us bring in all of this entertainment. Come out and enjoy it, and your tickets will go to helping a variety of healthcare needs here in our community.
Last point, everyone's encouraged, doesn't have to, but encouraged to dress up. Y'all gonna do the dress up thing?
I was sewing shoulder pads in last night. I got this.
Yep,
Troy's like,
we're
no, I'm not gonna do it.
I have a foreigner T-shirt that I bought like 2 months ago at Walmart that I think I might toss on.
Yeah.
Well, we never know what Troy's gonna do at the concerts. I mean, he ends up in Priscilla Block vest, hot pink vest that say impressive things on the back of it. You know,
The band's up there.
Somebody's husband shot a photo of.
Did we get an extra member for our Kiss tribute?
I think so. See, that's what I'm thinking. Full leather. No,
I just don't have it. I don't have it.
You do understand when they do the leather and then get out there and sweat a little bit, you have to cut those off. That's the only way.
That sounds like a fundraising opportunity. Oh, inappropriate.
Maybe. Concerts tomorrow. Get your tickets. Ticketstorm.com. $30 a day. They're more at the door.
Sarah Snyder says we need to all get behind Nate dressing up as Paul Stanley.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
All right, let's take a vote. Everybody that says he should dress like Paul, raise your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Nate. Should be great.
Be looking for you.
Concert is tomorrow, Kiplinger Arena. And before we go, Colin, just a plea for farmers and area people to be safe during harvest season, particularly with the power lines out there.
Yeah, it's important. It's for your own safety, for the people that you work with and love. And I'm going to date myself here. Used to watch Hill Street Blues. I think they use this line every time. Let's be careful out there.
I love it. Perfect way to close up Coffee Club for a Friday morning, the 11th of October.